Hi, welcome back to Elektro Vox. I'm joined by Johan of Suicide Commando. So, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
So, it's been about 5 years since your last album. Tell us about the new one, Goth.
Well, it's a new one. But yeah, I've been working on it for about 2 years. So actually more the COVID pandemic time frame. So yeah.
Yep. And when did you first have the idea for the album, the concept?
I never really make any plans up front, so I just started making new songs, and then at a certain point you drives you into a certain direction, and that's how it got shaped. And
Yeah, of course. And the album is quite aggressive, it's quite angry. So there is one song in there as well, though, that Land of Roses has the voice of the Belgian finalist for The Voice. Is that correct? So
yeah, one of the finalists. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So tell us about the theme of the album and the story behind what it's trying to tell.
Well, the team, like it says, yeah, got the structure. It's more or less about religion and its dangers. Because religion is still, in my opinion at least, one of the biggest dangers of the world. So, with all the extreme religious groups and everything. So that's the main theme, but actually there are also songs on the album dealing with other things.
Yeah, and there's quite a nice mix of songs on the album as well. So Kill All Humanity sounds a little bit sort of like Skinny Puppy's Assimilate, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But then you've got Destroyer of Worlds, which has Oppenheimer's famous speech. So when you say it's sort of the state of the world, is it just everything that's going on at the moment with the album?
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I wrote most of the album during the pandemic, and I guess it wasn't an easy time for everyone, and that's probably why most of the songs turned out to be kind of aggressive and yeah, frustrated.
Okay. And your album did really well in the German album charts as well, didn't it? So
Yeah,
what happened there?
it went to position 9 in the first week, so that was quite a surprise.
Yeah, I mean that's great for an industrial band. I mean Germany's obviously the home of industrial, but for an industrial band other than Rammstein to hit the top 10 is quite a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's quite exceptional to get into the regular charts anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about it.
And you've got some really good remixes on the album as well. So there's Selector, Assemblage 23, Dead When I Found Her. Who's been your favourite remix on the album, and who's brought a new life to a song that you didn't expect?
I don't have any specific favorite one, so I like all of them, but maybe the one that, yeah, I don't know how to say, but the Dead When I Found Her is the one that I really like. So because it's a band I only discovered not so long ago, and it's already existing many years, and I really liked it, so I just asked him, and he said, yeah, why not? So
Yeah. Okay, cool. And what is the most important part when it comes to making music, and what makes you keep making music?
for me personally, it all has to do with passion for this kind of music, and yeah, I got into this scene in the early 80s when bands like Front 242 and Clinic came up, and yeah, they had such a big impact on me, and that really was the kind of music that I wanted to do, to make myself, and yeah, it still drives me to keep making the music. It's really the passion for this electronic kind of, yeah,
Yeah. And you're one of the legends of industrial music, so very humble. So has there ever been a particularly touching fan moment over the years for you?
There actually been quite a few ones. I can't really mention any specific, but sometimes you really get touched by what people tell you or write you by email. So it still surprises me that my music is helping many people in their struggle in life. So even if my music is kind of depressive in itself, but somehow it still helps people, and that's sometimes it really touches me. Yeah.
And what's been your favourite venue to play at over the years?
Am I supposed to say Bradford now? Or?
No, say whatever you like.
No, I don't really care where we're playing, if we're playing in front of 50 people or 5,000 people. I don't really care as long as the people enjoy themselves. That's my main target. So if they have fun, I have fun, and I don't really care if it's in Germany or I don't know where. So no.
Yeah, so that's the important thing, isn't it? It doesn't matter how many crowd is there.
Yeah,
You just
for me at
put in
least.
the
So
performance. Yeah. Okay, amazing. And obviously you've worked with a lot of artists over the years. Is there another artist you haven't worked with yet that you would like to?
oh, there's still quite a few. Yeah, but maybe some of them are unreachable. But yeah, I love the old works from Skinny Puppy, for example, and then but yeah,
So Skinny Puppy possibly. but
Skinny
yeah.
Puppy, maybe Bill Leap, Frontline Assembly.
So I'm surprised you haven't worked with Frontline Assembly yet.
Yeah, I know Bill actually, so well, not really well, but well, maybe one day, I don't know.
Okay, amazing. And do you have a pre-performance ritual that you go through?
Well, usually I need my vodka before the show, because if I don't drink, it's kind of boring on stage for me. Yeah, but this time it's a little different because I'm having some ear issues, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. I had COVID early July when we toured America, and when we returned, I got this ear infection, and it's not going away. So it's
Oh, no.
quite annoying because I can't properly hear on the left, and
Yeah, it must definitely affect making music. And
yeah,
playing.
I haven't been able to do any music for the last 2 months, just live shows, but even those are difficult. But yeah.
Well, glad you're here. Okay. And having played so many festivals and shows over the year, do you have any survival tips for festivals for people?
I think festivals are still doing alright, well, at least in Germany, but I've been hearing that club shows are having a hard time after COVID. So I hope it will all get back to normal again, maybe in 1 year or 2 years, because it's been a very strange 2 years, I guess, for everyone. And yeah, now this year there have been so many concerts and so many festivals that people have to decide where to go. So some shows suffer from it, and some shows benefit, but of course it sucks for the smaller ones. But I hope they can survive, and because that's the smaller ones are the ones that keep the underground scene alive. So it's not really the big festivals that keep the scene alive, but it's the really underground clubs that keep the scene alive, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. And speaking of smaller clubs, do you have any advice for new bands just starting out?
Well, of course, it's a whole different time now than when I started making music. So it's totally different. But the only advice I give to new bands is that they should go for what they want to do and how they want to sound, and don't look too much at what others do or what major bands maybe do or bigger acts. Don't just try to copy them. It's okay if you try to copy them when you start making music, but once you get started, and I think it's important to find your own style and your own sound, and yeah, go for the passion, I'd say.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, and something new for us, we have 2 cups that someone suggested, one for silly questions and one for sensible questions.
Oh,
Could you please pick one of each?
one of each.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
one silly
thank
question,
you.
and that's one sensitive question.
Sensible, yeah.
Sensible.
I wouldn't ask any sensitive questions. Okay, so what is the absolute worst name someone could give a child?
Give a child. Ah, wow. Maybe Putin at the moment would be
Uh-oh.
a rather. I don't know. It's yeah. Well,
Okay, and what's your most embarrassing guilty pleasure when it comes to music?
when it comes to music, well, actually, I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure, but I kind of listen to all kinds of music. So even because I have a son who's 12 years. Actually, he's getting 13 tomorrow. So he obviously listens to other things than his father. So but sometimes you even hear good things in that kind of music for children. Well, I live in Belgium, so probably no one knows them here, but bands like K3 and all these kids bands, and well, I've been listening to them as well. But I'm not saying they're influencing me, but
That's a good thing. I might remix that. Okay, and do you have anything you'd like to say to your fans?
yeah, well, like I always say, I just want to thank them for their support for all these years, because some of them been with me for 25 years, and so for me it's still overwhelming to see all the support. It also is for me a big motivation to continue doing my music. So thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, Johan, and thank you for watching.